Let's go. Jarvan and Shyvana. The rent is over. Alienware. Dude, Alienware is probably like the worst company. Straight up. Like, they're overpriced and just like... Yeah. I don't even know. What's a good company? Lenovo, maybe? I don't even know. What's a good gaming company at this point? For like pre-made computers for gaming. I don't even know. Just build... Yeah, honestly, yeah. Just build your own is probably better. Also, usually cost efficient. No, Alienware hasn't been good in I think 10 years. Like, for the price, they haven't been good for at least 10 years. Or more. Yeah, Razer is better, and Razer has a lot of issues. But yeah, building your own is usually the most cost-efficient way. Starforge is quite good if you want high-end. Get the Mac comp. Dude, I hate Mac. Yeah, fuck that. I hate Mac, and Mac... The main reason I hate Mac is because it's way overpriced, and a lot of games they release usually don't come with a Mac-compatible version for the game. Like, Mac takes like a few months, if not half a year. Yeah, wow, Diablo 3 on Mac, yeah. I think Diablo was like the only one that released on like stuff, Apple products. Tess knows. Jackie Love knows, man. Fuck Mac Apple products, man. Meanwhile, Big Deals, I think you have an iPhone, right? And actually, you sold your MacBook, didn't you? Got rid of your MacBook. Anyways, let's dude. There's 150 videos. I can't waste time on other shit. It's like there's too much. Yeah, we used to play D3. Yeah. Oh, you still have it? Okay. All right. Let's move on. Shyvana and Jarvan.
Welcome,
Jarvan and
ladies
Shyvana.
and gentlemen. It is Targan, and here is yet another episode of War of League of Legends for you. We're leaving Noxus for the time being in order not to favour any city-state. In this particular episode, we'll be explaining to you the history of Jarvan IV and Shyvana, the Half-Dragon, as well as the connection.
Did Jarvan IV ever become the king? I know he was like the prince at the beginning, but like, didn't he become the king later? And Garen is his Garen. Oh my god, Garen is his right-hand man. But Garen also has a mage sister, and Demacia is against mages. Not yet. He's still a prince in Kerr. Oh my god, this dude just killed your father already. Jesus Christ.
Between those two.
Usurped the throne, man.
Jarvan has been born into the royal
His
family
dad just
of
got us. Oh, okay.
as first son.
Amen. Off with the old man. You know, it's like we need new blood on the throne. We need young blood. So I guess he's in the process. Yeah, probably. There should be a coronation at any time, I guess. My jail back in 30. Alright, bro, take it easy. I'll see you soon.
Of King Jarvan Lightshield III.
Oh,
and
fuck.
successors
This is the funniest thing. It's 7 p.m. I usually go to sleep at this hour. Yeah, I know, it sounds weird. Because I usually wake up at like 2 to 3 a.m. to go to the gym. We'll see how long I last there. I think I'll go to sleep at like in 2 hours. It's 7 a.m. for you? Man, where are you from? Holy shit, where is it 7 a.m.? 12-hour difference. Bro, first of all, respect. You've been watching since like 5 a.m. then. Oh, okay, alright. Yeah, respect, bro. You've been watching since like very early morning. Thank you very much. Holy hell. Let's grind on MMO and I put your video at the back. Nice. Which MMO were you grinding? My man! There you go. Alright, you made my day. Thank you. A Final Fantasy player. Let's go. Now I'm hyped.
Of the city-state.
Woo.
Since his earliest days, he has been brought up in the spirit of Demacian praise of justice and truth, like his father before him. He was meant to be a good ruler.
You have a good taste in MMOs.
That his men needed, not only as a politician, but as a warrior as well. In his younger years, Jarvan had been taught the art of war and learned how to use a spear. His life was never easy, but the young prince understood that it was absolutely necessary.
I am so gonna talk to you about FF14 in a bit. After this video, I'm gonna talk to you about FF14. Especially like the new patch and all that shit's coming.
He realized that when his father would be gone, he would...
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if like something is going to be spoilery. I don't know where you are in FF14. I personally don't care about spoilers, but I understand that I am a minority about this that concept.
be forced to carry the burden of ruling Demacia and ensuring its survival. When Jarvan had grown up enough to be a part of a proud Demacian military, he had been serving not only as a commander, but as a soldier as well. On numerous occasions, the prince would stand side by side with his soldiers and fight in the first lines of his army. Like his father,
he's a tank.
he thought that staying back would be showing a lack of courage. His men could always see him fighting, bleeding, and winning alongside them.
See, this is something I don't understand. This has nothing to do with like Jarvan. It's like the whole like concept of like, if you're, let's say, if you're in a monarchy and you're the prince and you're the only one who's gonna ascend the throne, I understand the value of you being in the front lines and like fighting and getting that battle experience, but at the same time, if you die, your monarchy is over. Especially if your dad is like old and shit like that. It's like, if the prince dies and he's the only prince, and the dad is old and like probably can't have kids, isn't that like a fucked up thing for the prince to go to war? At the same time, going to war as the prince is the right thing to do. You're the leader of your army. You should be there. Like, if a king doesn't lead, the army won't follow, kind of thing. I love that mentality, but practically speaking, you know, it's kind of bad. Like, literally, the fate of your kingdom rests on your shoulders. If you die in battle from like the dumbest shit, your kingdom is gone. So it's like, it's such a weird thing. Like, I don't know. It's, what would I do if I was a prince of a country? My dad is old and I'm the only one who can ascend the throne. Would I be in the front lines of a battle? It's like, I don't know.
He was their leader, and not just some voice shouting commands from behind. Young Jarvan had been an average commander, but a great warrior. Unfortunately, when his troops met with a group led by Jericho Swain, he had been outmaneuvered and caught into one of Swain's famous diversions. His troops had been surprised and slain, and the prince himself captured by the Noxian general.
What did I just say? I'm surprised he survived then. Wait, someone had to rescue him. He couldn't have run away alone. Oh, Shyvana probably rescued him. Maybe.
In other circumstances, Jarvan would be transported into Noxus.
Okay.
He'd be waiting until his father could offer the High Command something they wanted from Demacia.
Sure.
This time, however, the assault had taken place deep into Demacian territory, and so transporting the prisoner would be too dangerous. Instead, he was meant to be killed as a warning for all of Demacia.
Yeah, that's what you would do.
Minutes before the execution, Garen had found the camp, and leading his dauntless vanguard, had rescued his close friend and Prince Jarvan from Noxian hands. But those who were close to the young...
Dude, this is what I don't get. It's like, in wartime, it's like, what, you're gonna wait for a public execution for a key figure? Bro, you capture him, you kill him on the spot. Kill him. Like, why are you giving the enemy a chance, unless you want to use him as bait, but clearly they didn't because he was rescued. Like, oh my god, it's so weird. Like, what a tactician. You either kill him on the spot, or you use him as bait. You don't just, like, let the enemy capture him back.
Young prince realized that short period of captivity had changed something about the young man.
Mm-hmm.
They claimed he was constantly staring into the distance, not paying attention to those around him.
Yeah, he gave up on life, bro. He's just fucking like meditating, it's like accepting his fate.
Inside, he felt weak. He felt unworthy of being the next leader of Demacia.
Makes sense.
He had been tricked and caused many deaths because of his ignorance.
Yeah.
What Jarvan needed was to prove that he was not useless. Without any explanation, he had personally picked 12 men that he had trusted and left the city to find inner peace. He began to track and dispose of dangerous criminals, bandits, traitors. He was hunting for beasts that were feared by local people. He spent months helping inhabitants.
Jarvan went from a prince to being an anime adventurer. He took on quests from the Guild of Adventurers to slay A-rank, B-rank beasts, form parties, go into a rift.
Beloran, as well as honing his own skill.
Jarvan wanted to become the warrior of light. It wasn't meant to be, he was in the wrong game.
Soon he got tired of such prey and started looking for something more challenging. Followed by his small company, Jarvan headed for the southern part of the continent, beyond the Great Barrier. For 2
I
years,
like that skin, the Dragon
nobody had
Slayer or
heard from
whatever.
him. When many had lost their hope,
Motherfucker went
Jarvan had
Sword Art
returned
Online, bro. True. It's so true though. Like that's pretty much what happened.
to his homeland, wearing an armor decorated
my
with bones
God.
and horns of weird creatures. While his physical appearance did not change too much, he'd grown much more mature and serious. He had sworn to bring the enemies of Demacia to their knees, not only as a prince, but Demacia's representative in the League as well.
Fucker went
Out
Sword
of the
Art
12 men
Online.
that Jarvan had taken with him from Demacia, only 2 of them returned, joined by a mysterious
God.
woman called Shyvana.
Yeah.
Shyvana is one of very rare half-dragons. Not many dragons want to be disturbed by human affairs, even less want to take part in them directly. But yet, there are rare cases of dragons that change their shape into humans and sometimes visit the society.
Okay.
Shyvana's father was one of such dragons. While staying amongst humans, he had fallen in love with one of them. Realizing that he had gifted the woman with a child, he stayed with her until the child was born, and then promised to take care of the girl. For that act, he had been cast out from dragon society, and his daughter deemed impure abomination that would never be worthy to join the other dragons. Amongst dragons, there was one that was especially upset with the choice of Shyvana's father, and had sworn to punish him for his treachery. This couple
The Fire Dragon. The best dragon on the Rift, the Fire Dragon.
caused both Shyvana and her father to constantly run, unable to find any place to stay. If they would find a place to call home, it was destroyed a few days later. This caused Shyvana to grow hateful, savage, and aggressive.
Oh, okay, never mind. They don't even say which dragon it was.
All
The Elder Dragon.
she knew was hatred, and the only person that has ever loved her was her father. When he was struck down by his pursuer years later,
Hunter's
Shyvana
mom.
had promised to find the dragon and avenge the death of
mom.
her father. Furious, she followed his trail, determined to find him and fight the dragon in a duel. When the young half-dragon had been reaching her goal, she had met with a group of armed men on the road. While soldiers had been clearly afraid of the mysterious weird person, their leader did not seem to share their fear. He approached Shyvana and introduced himself as Prince of Demacia, Jarvan IV. He'd offered to help her in a quest for vengeance.
Okay.
Together they'd been able to track down the dragon and confront him. Shyvana had never expected the men to survive, she just needed them to serve as a distraction. Yet during the battle, they have proven to be mighty skilled warriors. With joined force, they drove the dragon into submission and allowed Shyvana to strike the final blow. She tore the dragon's heart from his chest in an impressive show of ferocity and strength. This had impressed Jarvan, who offered Shyvana a place in the ranks of his elite guard. Even though the guards were still afraid of the woman, she always wanted a true home, and now with her father gone, she had nowhere else to go. Reluctantly, she accepted the offer of the Demacian prince.
That's cool.
Her new allies have gradually grown more accustomed to the presence of Shyvana, but humans would rather keep their distance. Even if Shyvana was in a human form, they could feel her power, the power of the dragon hidden within. And that's all we prefer.
That's actually pretty cool. Again, very cliche story, sure. It's like it's League of Legends, like a mixture of cliche stories, but at least this one kind of like makes sense compared to like other ones. Like I don't have anything to say like something like a plot hole and like some other stuff. But yeah, interesting. I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I didn't know anything about Shyvana, to be honest, but like to think that's how she joined Demacia, it's pretty cool. Dragon's is pretty similar to that of Arthas the Lich King from Warcraft. They have many similarities, like both being princes. That's literally the only similarity. Trying to prove themselves. No, Jarvan didn't. I don't feel like Jarvan tried to prove himself. I thought he was a great warrior, and then he got fucked. Arthas wasn't even trying to prove himself. He was just, well, I mean, aside from his vengeance, Arthas just wanted to like stop the threat to his people, the other people, and succumb to despair and madness. When did Jarvan succumb to this? I don't think Jarvan actually succumbed to despair or madness. See, this is like, man, some comments is like, I understand what you're trying to say, but it's not correct. It's like you're trying to draw similarities when they're the only similarity is that they're princes, right? Like I would say the two similarities between Arthas and Jarvan is that they're both princes and they were fooled by the enemy. That's pretty much. I would go there. Yeah. Strange. These two are my main champs, and I didn't even know they were connected. That's cool. Love Shyvana. X Jarvan is the best. Oh god, someone is shipping them already. Good job with the vids, man. I watched the entire series, and I am and very impressed. Thank you for your efforts. You really broadened my horizons. All right, let's like this video, and we will go to the next one.